Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to Washi Buy That collaboration with myself and Wonder Dreamer 555. Today we're going to be using this cute little train stamp set. It's two pieces, two trains, and one, two, three, four, five sentiments, and you get a little ticket. I'm going to try to incorporate this ticket, and I'm thinking this train. It's going to be very simple, kind of muted colors. Um, Maybe we'll see. And I'm going to put. I want to put enjoy the ride. Yeah, I think I might do that. So I had already tried to tear some paper with this Michaels ruler that I had to have, and it's giving me good problems. It says bevel up. This comes in a 3 pack. Ah, that's better. It says tear at a 45-degree angle. I guess that's better. I could actually just use my scissors though, if I was, if I'm being just completely honest with you all. I wanted to do this first. The tearing of the paper to see where we would put our train sense stamp on the train stamp on the paper, because this is a small stamp, right, in comparison to our paper size, which is a normal stamp size, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I wanted to give it something to look at besides all that open space, right? But you don't know, but that's what I'm telling you. So then we're just gonna open this thing up and see. And I want to do the side profile like it's coming down the track, thundering down the track. It makes me think of Thomas. My son engages in Thomas not as frequently as I would have hoped that he would have stayed kind of connected to Thomas, but it's okay. From what I've noticed, little boys, usually men, from little boys when they went back to Thomas and they're like, I'm so glad my parents left, didn't throw my stuff away, because we grow in and out of stuff all the time. Like I have a love hate relationship for tape, right? Anyway, I hope that you all are having a great day. We're one day closer to it being Friday. And I thought last week was emotional. I needed this week even more so. Even more so. We're going to use this VersaFine gray. I really do need it this week. Sometimes, you just need to take a deep breath, right? Because whatever's going on, sometimes a deep breath will heal that. And sometimes you need a cold Coca-Cola. Whatever your pleasure is, right? That looks great. Let's go ahead and move it out, this glare out your eyes. All right, so it's not working. The ruler, the way I want it to work. So I'm going to just go ahead and tear it like this. Now we've turned into a vintage postcard looking creation, and I'm okay with that as well. I was going to watercolor this, but I wanted to try this ruler out. So we didn't watercolor it. But now I mean, it's still a stamp set, right? A stamp set is a stamp set is a stamp set. No matter if you know what to do with it or not, it's still a stamp set. Because sometimes I don't know what to do with my stamp sets. I feel like we're all kind of like that. I'm going to make this engine not blue. Not blue for Thomas. I'm going to make it red. And I think I'm going to make the rest grayish. Okay. At least the smokestack will be red. So how have you all been? It's been a few days since we chatted, right? I know I haven't been posting a lot of videos lately. Did do a live stream on Tuesday. Summer's coming up, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for the summer with my son. So as I figure that out, as I navigate through that, it's getting it's getting closer and closer to me saying, okay, this is the plan, but right now I have no plan. I just don't want to stay home the whole summer. That's all. I'm only making this train red because my son's favorite color is red. Just so y'all know. I know it makes no sense, but I'm gonna give this car to him because he's almost finished with school for third grade. So I think it'd be really cool for him to get this, and he'd be like, "Mommy, you made me." Well, he might not even like it. We'll see. I'll let you know. So let's get to the business of who do you think purchased the butterfly stamps? Because Wonder Dreamer and I both like butterflies. We both like butterflies. Did you guess me? It was me. I think I'm gonna start taking credit for all of them though, because I have gotten to the point right now that I'm like, did I or did not buy this one? Did I or did not buy this one? If you're not familiar with Thomas the Train, they also have a red train on there. His name is James. He's a little bit pompous, very like, look at me, I'm the most fabulous train in the world because of my shiny red paint kind of thing. And in the song, they say, James, he's vain but lots of fun because they go down the number line. And Toby, he's kind of a stick in the mud, kind of like me. And they say, Toby, let's just say he's square. There are two, there are four, there are six, there are eight. Shunting cars and hauling freight. Anyway, I miss Thomas. My son is like, I'm over Thomas. But I miss it. Because I like the shows that teach you a lesson. He's not into that. He's into foolishness now. I guess we all go through a foolishness stage. You can't see anything on these wheels. And that's okay. That thundering down the line. So, Did I tell you I want to make this a watercolor card? A few of these stamp sets I will be revisiting. Like the steampunk one we did, the butterflies, of course, because I've watched Wonder and Dreamer's butterfly card that was from last month, um, maybe 3 to 4 times now, and I just enjoy watching her create. It's so fun, and of course she has stories galore, which I also enjoy. I feel like when we're crafting, we don't know who's watching, but I always like to feel like I'm sitting at a craft table with you and we're just chatting, right? We're chatting about our days, school, fun things, not so fun things. So, yeah. But I also have learned to sit in silence. And sometimes when I'm silent, people are like, I couldn't hear you say anything. I was like, yeah, I didn't. So we're just giving the grass and trees a few different colors because, they're not all just one good solid color. Have a few different colors in there. And then we're going to go with a deeper green, I hope. There we go. All right. Now this path, I'm going to make it gray. So what have y'all been shopping for? What have you been purchasing? What have you purchased that you want to share with people? I bought a t-shirt for my son off of Amazon for school. Okay. Now see if this was watercolor, we could have just did like three colors, right? But it's not watercolor. So I'm going to add some sky in. I'm just making small circles. Then I'm going to try to go back in with a different color and go over those small circles with a different blue to give it a different, you know, hue. I remember I've taken my son to do 2 day out with Thomas's. The first one was really fun. The second one, I ran into some skin color issue things. We drove really, really far and I got treated really, really poorly. So I was like, you know what? I won't be doing any more of these day out with Thomas's in this location. Like I'm not traveling that far to get treated like I don't deserve to be here. And my son's like, Mommy, I don't want to go back to that place anymore. I was like, don't you worry, we will not be. And I think that without sounding like one of those people, a lot of people don't um, realize, even if they're not, some of their actions may be. And I try not to be like, oh yeah, this person is that or this person is that, because it's not fair to people that are not, and maybe they just don't understand. But a lot of times those actions are there, and you may not know it. All right, so now we're gonna take uh, this thing. It has pink on it. That's okay. It's an old photo of when the big red engine came to town. So my son and I will tell each other little stories, right? And so I had started telling him a story that I made up on Monday. And he's like, Mommy, last night he was like, Mommy, I need part two. I was like, I forgot the story, son. He's like, oh man, I might have to start writing them down for him. Now, I thought it'd be really cool for this little ticket. It's so funny. I don't even want to use the sentiment, right? But I'm gonna put enjoy the ride like somewhere on here. But let's take this guy because you always got to have a ticket to where you're going, right? Even if you don't want that ticket, you have to have a ticket to where you're going. Okay. Oh, you know what? We don't need that. We can use. We're gonna use this flat card that I purchased by mistake because reading is something I didn't do that day. I was just excited for the price, I guess. She's so crazy. She's excited about the price and got the wrong kind of craft. So you see how much space we have left? What I want to do is have some fun. No, all I wanna do. No, I'm sorry. We're gonna tear this. It's three rulers. I don't know if I told you that. It's three different rulers and they have different edges. And I thought this one would be the best edge on there because it's torn, right? Mm-mm, mm-mm. And we don't want to tear that much off, okay? We want to just tear a little edge off. So I'm holding firm pressure, lots of firm pressure. Now I'm not sure if that's what you're into because some people don't have good hand dexterity or muscle strength. I don't really have a lot of muscle strength in my upper body, so something to keep in mind. All right. Now we're gonna go over this with this as well. So on one side looks like this, and the other side looks like that. We're gonna go with this side. Oh, golly! Whenever I tell y'all, whenever I had these types of little boo boos, we know that it's gonna be a good stamping session. We know that. And as long as this card goes on, yes. And can it go on here? Yes. So we're good. We're in the money. We're in the money. In the money. You watch Bugs Bunny growing up? Looney Tunes, excuse me. I remember when I watched an interview with Mel Blanc, the voice actor that did mostly all of the characters in Looney Tunes, and he was saying that he was doing, because he wasn't going to live forever, and so he was training his son on how to do the voices. Very interesting. Of course, uh, Looney Tunes has had a few reboots. Nothing like the original, though, right? Nothing like the real thing, baby. Anyway, so I've seen some of those cartoons, and I'm not anti or pro. I like them all. All right. So where I live, Joanne Fabric. It was three Joanne Fabrics here, but I think one probably closed down a while back, and then so now it's just two. And the person that keeps us informed about stuff, she was like, I spoke to the manager at this one particular location. They're closing Saturday. And then she said the other one still has some stock, lots of freaking fabric. Um, and she don't know when they're going to be closing, but probably within in June time frame. And I tell y'all, I feel so sad, like very sad, because Joanne Fabric is my store, right? One of my favorite craft stores. Of course, I can't keep Joanne Fabric afloat, you know. That was up to Joanne Fabric to do that, right? Because some of us had a little bit of a love-hate relationship with them. Like they would say they had something in stock, but they wouldn't have it in stock. Then it was, a lot of that nonsense was going on. So I just, I think I would prefer having more options than Hobby Lobby and Michaels. Because Michaels is flaky sometimes, right? And by flaky, I mean like they have good deals one week, and for the next 3 months, they don't have good deals. Like they're recouping their funds from giving us a 50% off coupon. Like we really haven't gotten a 50% off coupon from Michaels since COVID. Like the coupons before COVID were way better than the coupon offerings that they have now. And I understand it. You're protecting your um, business. You never know with the economy and things like that. So I get it, but ugh, just not great. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and put this on like that. I like it. I hope you like it. Let's get this glue. I'm not messing with tape right now. Not the thin tape, at least. I messed up a whole card doing that. And even though I'm giving it to my son who knows nothing about card making, I still want it to be, it's still made with love and it's still from the heart. So he'll know that mommy loves him and is encouraging him to always do his very best. All right, so we're gonna go ahead with this one as well. I can't wait to see what Wandering Dreamer makes because I am certain it's going to be out of this world. I enjoy watching her cards. Every time I see her make something, I'm just like, wow, that is so cool. Like if I live closer to her house, maybe an hour away, I'd be like, hey, let's play in your craft stash on Sunday because that's what she says the only time she actually has a chance to stamp. But if you ever hear her story, she's a busy bee, man. She's always buzzing around doing stuff, like going to concerts and just fun little events. And we're gonna take this green and put some green on here too. I'm like, am I boring? I feel boring sometimes. And then I'm like, you know what? That's okay. Boring is a safe place to be. And with the way people have been treated me lately, I feel like it's best to stay away from people. You know, I like it. Now I need to be careful with these sentiments to this little guy because he will take what I tell him to heart. So I'm going to be mindful of that. Let's go ahead and color these tickets up. cut them out. I had bought a stamp set, a legit stamp set from some stamp company. I don't remember where it's from now. And it had one die in there. It was like six images, but one die. And I was thinking, what am I supposed to do with this one die? I did not figure it out, just so you know. But yeah, I feel like I was going through my stamps, and I was like, why is this just like this? Maybe that's what it was. Or maybe I saw something. No, I think I got the stamp set from like the thrift store or something, maybe. Too bad these aren't tickets to like Disney World. I could make him a card and be like, let's go to Disney World or Land or Legoland. I guess I could take him to Legoland, the local Legoland, not the fancy pantsy Legoland. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and look at the card. Okay, so with this stamp set for this month's Why She Buy That, we created this cute little card. I think it's cute. I made it for my little guy. And he's well, not graduating, but he's getting promoted from third grade to fourth grade. So I thought congratulations on this new beginning would be really cool to give to him. And maybe a $10 bill, $5 bill, or something like that on promotion day. So once he gets promoted, I'll give it to him. So I hope that you all enjoyed this fun creation that we've done. Go over, check out Wonder Dreamer 555, see what she's created. I'm sure it's something amazing. So thank you for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.